Let's start with something simple, but often overlooked. Everything starts from the mind. When we talk about well-being, most people immediately think about diet, exercise, routines, or productivity hacks. But the real foundation is mental health. Your brain isn't just a control center, it's the workspace where every decision, every emotion, every interaction begins. A clear, rested, balanced mind shapes how your day unfolds in ways that physical health alone cannot. Mental well-being isn't about feeling happy all the time or eliminating stress completely. It's about maintaining a mind that can handle challenges, process emotions, make decisions, and recover from setbacks efficiently. This might sound abstract, but the practical implications are everywhere. If your mind is cluttered, you procrastinate more, communicate less clearly, and your energy drains faster, even if you've slept well and eaten right. On the other hand, a mind in balance allows for smoother days, more focus, and better relationships. It's not magic, it's the result of habits, awareness, and increasingly intelligent support. One area that has changed dramatically in recent years is how technology, and specifically artificial intelligence, can assist the mind.
AI is often seen as a tool for speed or organization, but it can also function as a mental partner. It can track mood patterns, suggest exercises to reduce anxiety, offer reminders for mindfulness, and even help structure thoughts when decision fatigue hits. The key is using it as a guide, not a replacement for reflection or professional help. AI can notice trends you might miss, like small fluctuations in mood over weeks, or triggers that repeatedly affect focus or energy. By bringing these patterns to your attention, it helps you act early, instead of waiting for stress or burnout to become obvious. But technology alone isn't enough. Human connection, reflection, and guided support remain crucial. This is where therapy comes in. Psychological therapy isn't just for crises or serious mental illness. It's a proactive tool to understand your thought patterns, improve emotional regulation, and develop strategies for navigating life's complexities.
Many people underestimate how powerful regular sessions can be for everyday life. Therapy helps you notice the subtle habits of your mind, the automatic negative thoughts, the overthinking loops, the blind spots that affect choices and relationships. Working with a trained professional allows you to unpack these patterns safely and create healthier mental pathways. Combining this human support with AI tools can be surprisingly effective. AI can assist between sessions, track progress, remind you of coping strategies, or even suggest journaling prompts tailored to your current state. It's not about replacing therapy, but about amplifying it, making mental well-being more consistent and integrated into daily life. Mental health also thrives on awareness of your own rhythms. Some people feel sharp and energized in the morning, others late at night, and knowing these patterns can help structure not only productivity, but emotional energy.
When your mind is aligned with your natural rhythms, decisions feel easier, focus comes naturally, and stress accumulates more slowly. Mental well-being isn't just about handling stress. It's about optimizing for flow states, for clarity, for moments of insight. AI can support this by helping identify patterns in attention, energy, and mood, creating a kind of personal mental dashboard that highlights both strengths and potential friction points. Over time, these insights help you structure your life in ways that preserve energy and mental clarity. Of course, the mind isn't only about work or productivity. Relationships, creativity, and play all depend on mental health. A mind that is overtaxed, distracted, or anxious struggles to connect with others, solve problems creatively, or enjoy moments of leisure. Practices like mindfulness, reflection, or simply spending time in environments that calm and inspire you are as critical as traditional self-care. AI can help here too, suggesting breaks, guiding meditations, or offering exercises that promote cognitive flexibility, creativity, or emotional regulation.
It can serve as a gentle companion that nudges you toward habits that support a resilient mind. But there's a balance. The goal isn't to automate happiness or outsource emotional responsibility, it's to enhance awareness and support better choices. The human element, The practice of noticing thoughts, processing feelings, making conscious decisions remains central. Mental health also involves learning to tolerate discomfort and uncertainty. Many people avoid difficult emotions, believing that well-being means feeling good all the time. In reality, a healthy mind can experience negative emotions without being overwhelmed by them. Therapy helps develop this tolerance. I can remind or coach you to use coping strategies, but both are tools for strengthening your capacity to respond rather than react. Another practical point is that mental health affects physical health directly.
Chronic stress, anxiety, or depression can influence sleep, immunity, digestion, and cardiovascular health. By prioritizing mental well-being, you're not only feeling better mentally, you're supporting the entire body's function. Here again, AI tools can help track signs of stress or changes in behavior that correlate with physical symptoms, offering early warnings before problems escalate. The mind is also about narrative. The stories you tell yourself, the frameworks you use to interpret events, heavily shape your mental state. Cognitive distortions, like catastrophizing, overgeneralizing, or personalizing, create unnecessary stress and limit perspective. Therapy helps uncover these stories and reframe them more constructively. AI can support this by identifying patterns in language, tone, or recurring topics in journaling or conversations, offering suggestions that increase awareness of your own thinking habits. Over time, this combination, human guidance, self-reflection, and intelligent support, builds mental resilience that is proactive rather than reactive.
It's not about eliminating difficulty or discomfort. It's about creating a mind capable of navigating complexity with clarity and stability. Mental health is also reinforced by social connection. Isolation, overexposure to negative news, or unsupportive environments can erode mental resilience. Practices that strengthen connection, empathy, and trust are crucial. I can't replace human relationships, but it can enhance understanding, suggesting reflective exercises, supporting communication skills, or tracking social engagement patterns to help maintain meaningful interactions. A strong mind balances self-awareness, reflection, and external connection. It's practical, adaptive, and dynamic, not static. Everything from emotional regulation to creative thinking, from decision-making to stress management, begins with how the mind is functioning right now. And while AI is not conscious in the human sense, it can play a role similar to a mirror, reflecting patterns, trends, and blind spots, allowing people to act before challenges accumulate. Mental health is an ongoing practice, not a destination. Regular attention, reflection, therapy, mindfulness, journaling, and intelligent tools together create a feedback loop that improves the mind's function, strengthens resilience, and enhances overall well-being.
When approached this way, mental health stops being an abstract goal and becomes a practical, actionable part of daily life. It's not only about crisis prevention, but about optimizing thinking, emotional balance, and life satisfaction. By combining human insight, professional guidance, and AI support, it's possible to cultivate a mind that is aware, adaptive, and ready for whatever challenges and opportunities come next. The mind is the foundation, the starting point, and investing in it pays dividends in every area of life, from relationships to work, from creativity to physical health.
Building on this foundation, mental well-being becomes something you actively design rather than something you hope will happen on its own. When you start treating the mind as a system that needs maintenance, clarity, and support, small changes begin to compound. One of the most underestimated skills in mental health is learning how to pause before reacting. That pause creates space between stimulus and response, and inside that space lives choice. A healthy mind isn't faster at reacting, it's better at choosing. Simple practices like naming emotions, writing thoughts down, or checking in with yourself during the day reduce mental noise and prevent overload. Over time, these habits make the mind more stable and easier to trust. Therapy strengthens this process by offering structure and language. Many people struggle not because they feel too much, but because they don't know how to interpret what they feel.
Therapy turns confusion into information and helps build tools that last. When combined with AI-based support, this understanding can extend beyond the therapy room. AI can prompt reflection at the right moments, highlight early signs of mental fatigue, or suggest grounding techniques when stress patterns appear. It doesn't judge or rush, it simply reflects. Mental health also improves when you stop treating the mind as separate from daily life. Your environment, your schedule, and your digital habits all affect mental clarity. Constant notifications, lack of downtime, or overloaded calendars can overwhelm even a resilient mind. Adjusting these inputs is practical mental care. AI can help by identifying overload points and suggesting small changes that reduce cognitive strain.
Emotional literacy plays a key role here. Being able to distinguish between stress, anxiety, boredom, or frustration changes how you respond. Clear emotions cost less energy than vague discomfort. Therapy helps build this awareness, while AI can reinforce it through simple emotional check-ins. Mental well-being also depends on how you relate to uncertainty. A healthy mind doesn't need certainty to function, it needs adaptability. Therapy helps loosen rigid thinking, while AI can support reframing when negative loops appear. Creativity is another signal of mental health. When the mind feels supported, ideas flow more easily. AI can reduce friction by organizing thoughts or offering prompts, allowing the mind to focus on expression instead of effort. Social health follows naturally. A clearer mind communicates better and sets healthier boundaries.
Therapy helps uncover relational patterns, while AI can encourage reflection after interactions. The goal of mental well-being isn't perfection, it's functionality. It's being able to think clearly under pressure, recover after setbacks, and stay present. When mental health is supported by therapy, habits, and intelligent tools, it becomes stable and sustainable. Everything really does start from the mind, and when the mind works well, everything else follows more easily.